Um, what do you think is important for the first years to know in the first few weeks of them settling in?
I think the most important thing coming to first year in university is to realise just how important it is to get fully involved. University life can be a little bit overwhelming at some time. There's so much opportunity, there's so many new things. The strongest advice I can give to incoming students is, first of all, the very simple advice to simply go to all your classes. Because life is so wonderful and open, there's a temptation to get involved in all sorts of things. So on the one hand, make sure you structure your work, pick your subjects carefully, go to all the scheduled sessions for those subjects. But then secondly, there's a whole rich array of opportunities in student life and clubs and societies. So you need to get involved in that as well. So it's about engagement, balance, and committing at its core to make sure that you get to your classes.
What would you say to new first years to expect about the impact that university can have on them?
A university degree is transformative. It sounds like a cliche, but it actually does change your life. The single biggest change is the sort of knowledge and skills that you leave with as a graduate. And that knowledge and those skills are going to allow you to make your own way in the world of work, but also make a very special contribution to your community and more broadly to society. So the knowledge and skills that you leave university with change you as a person. You also leave university with lifelong friendships, perhaps some new interests that you've developed through your curriculum or through your extracurricular activities. So people do change enormously in the course of their 3 or 4 years at university. Whole new set of knowledge, whole new set of skills, new friendships, new interests.
In the university strategic plan, it talks about the importance of community. Could you tell us more about how Maynooth University is a community and talk more about the plan?
Very much Maynooth University is a place that people come to learn. And when you're here, you realise that everybody, from a new first year student to professors in their subject, everybody's learning something new every day, whether you're at the cutting edge of research or you're just beginning to read your way into a subject. And that creates a very strong sense of community. We're all in this together, we're all working to learn, and that forms a very strong bond between people. And because this is a university town, because we all come to this place, Maynooth, to learn, you see that you find that people recognise each other, they greet each other. There's a very strong bond, very strong sense of community between the people gathered here together for the purpose of learning. And the strategic plan looks at leveraging that, looks at building these really strong connections between what we're researching and what our students learn. And we also want to create opportunities for students. One of the things that really attracts students to Maynooth is the flexibility in the curriculum, the way you can choose and combine different subjects. So we're building on those strengths to try and offer something very special to incoming students.
What important skills do you hope students leave this university in particular with?
Well, the first and foremost, students come here to study something or some combination of things. So people come here to study biology or English or chemistry and physics or history and classics. So the most important thing is that you've got the knowledge and skills developed in that subject that allow you to do something in the world once you graduate. But more generally, what's very important for students when they graduate is the skills of critical thinking, that you're able to look at a problem or a data set or a policy or a statement and look at it critically and wonder, is this the truth or are there other ways of looking at this? And the second very important skill is clear communication, to be able to think through an argument and articulate it clearly, whether in an oral presentation or a written paper. So those fundamental, and their intellectual skills, their brain skills, those fundamental skills of critical thinking and clear communication. We want every graduate to possess those skills on graduation, as well as the knowledge and skills specific to their discipline of study.
Andres, do you have any other comments or things you think new students should know?
The most important thing is to enjoy the wonder of learning and the many new experiences that university offers inside and outside the classroom.
Okay, thank you.
You happy with that?
Yeah.